Good morning. On behalf of Kiro Kids and Dr. Neil Davies, we welcome you to this webinar and presentation of the latest Kiro Kids local marketing project. You might ask, what is local marketing and what's the need for it? Basically, the advent of mobile marketing and website technology has exploded around the globe. You're probably aware of it. Anyone with an iPhone or smartphone knows exactly what that means. What it means to you as a chiropractor is that more of your patients are searching in your immediate local area to find your services. When you're practicing in Melbourne, Sydney patients don't want to be finding you on page 1 of Google. Your Melbourne patients want to find you right in their area, and they want to find your phone number or an email and make an inquiry or a booking right there and then. The chiropractor that ends up on page 1 of Google wins the game. Now, if you're a chiropractor with a general chiropractic website, that's well and good. You might well rank for keywords such as lower back pain, headache, or spinal adjustment. In this instance, we have a passion and an interest for caring for pregnant patients, and we want to attract the pregnant women that are desiring to have chiropractic services. So at Kiro Kids, we set out to develop a very targeted or focused website. What I'm going to do here is take you on a little tour through the main features of this website, show you just how flexible and varied it is, and you can decide if it suits your needs. Right here, what you see is the home page. You'll see some very vibrant sliding images or sliding headers. Now, we have 3 images here. We're actually unlimited in how many of these we could have. The average site would use 3 to 5 and probably not need any more. We can vary how long the image stays up there and the length of the transition. Across the top here, you see a navigation menu. These are the pages that we've simply decided that we wanted to have in our menu, and this is up to your imagination and our recommendations as well. Most importantly, across the top there's room for a header. In this case, we've used the Kiro Kids logo. We have a clickable phone number here and a clickable email address. Clicking the email address will take you straight to your preferred email client, probably Outlook or Outlook Express, and if you click on that phone number on a desktop site, you can actually use Skype, click to call. If we have a look through our menu, this is our home page here, and we've set that here so we can come back at any point. And if we scroll down, you'll simply see our invitational message, very colourful, very vibrant, set out in a variety of colours, subheaders, different paragraphs, and we don't say too much on the home page, simply letting our client know that we're enthusiastic and passionate about caring for their needs. Over on the right side, we have a search bar, so any keyword or term that's put in there, if it's on the site anywhere on any page or post, will come up. Here we have a list of recent posts. We've only listed 10 here, but we might have 20 or 30 or 50 within the site. This is a number of tags or keywords used within the site. Sometimes people might just look at those and choose to click on those. And further down, we have what we call a transitional box. This is often used as a testimonial box here. In chiropractic sites, we don't use testimonials. What we've done is supply 15 or 20 different quotes or excerpts of research studies. Down here in what we call the black area or the footer area, we actually have room for 4 different widgets, and a widget means that we can put anything into that space we want. In our example, we've used a contact us area, so people can scroll down and immediately find an email client, a phone number, a Google map. We have 4 different clinics at Kiro Kids, so we've listed the other 3 locations, and these are links that we've chosen to the CAA here in Australia, in our own state of Victoria. Having a baby in Victoria is the state government of Victoria Department of Health, our own Kiro Kids main website with a little description, the local maternal health and nurse centre in Ballarat, our NIP or Neuro Impulse Protocol website, and if you have a number of websites you can link to those, and we've even linked to another chiropractor's website here because it's such a good quality site and we like to share good resources. So we're going to talk to you about the different concepts and uses for the footer area as well. Let's just have a quick scroll around and have a look at the material and content that we're using on our own site, because these are the templated pages that we're going to be offering you as well. An explanation of chiropractic and how it applies to the changing pregnant body, some research studies down the bottom, and I'm making an attempt not to scroll up or down too quickly here. It's hard on the eyes with a recording. Our third menu here is your pregnant or changing body, and why would a pregnant patient need chiropractic? The fonts are a little bit small here to read, but we can enlarge those, we can colour them, we can change that and do whatever we want. Under research, we have a list of some other chiropractors who have done some very, very important research, just such as Dr. Joan Fallon, who's very well recognised, and we've supplied some other references down here. We're very interested in evidence-based research, and we want to produce a site that has real substance and basis to it. In a pregnancy website, we want to provide some generalised information, not just be preaching the benefits of chiropractic. So we have an area we can expand on alcohol, smoking, shoe wear, exercise, and of course the need for calcium, drinking enough fluids. We could take any of these topics and expand them as a complete page on its own or a post. We have an area here we call Meet the Team. We have 4 clinics and quite a number of different chiropractors, so we want to give a little bit of their CV and their stories, colourful images, and of course the emphasis here is on being very clear, a nice clean vibrant theme, lots of colour, not too much material. Most importantly, we want to be easily found, so under clinic locations we're giving a little map here, the main contact details of the clinics. Notice they're all down there in the footer, but we want to provide them elsewhere. And of course our search box would bring up any one of these locations. These are the various posts here, so this one, avoiding heartburn, we can simply click on that. Here we have an article. This is to give you an idea that we can provide a tremendous amount of material, and what we do is we keep adding posts. Google likes to see refreshed content, so we're going to add a post for you every month, and we invite you perhaps to send in another post every month, and these will be published with your name as author. It'll have a date on it. Google likes to see the dates actually changing, increasing over time. They don't like to see a stale site, so we encourage you to send in your own post, and this also keeps each site a little bit more individual so it doesn't have the same content. One of the things I want to do here is simply show you how variable the sites are. So let's simply go back to our home page here, and this is our site that we've used simply for Ballarat. This is the Ballarat phone number and email here. So because we have 4 chiropractic clinics in Chiro Kids, one is in Highton and Geelong, and if we simply create a subdomain by putting the word Highton in front of our domain name, it actually goes straight to a completely different website sitting on its own domain name, and this is a complete reproduction of the same website, except you'll see here another 3 different sliding images in the header, very vibrant colourful images. You'll see a change in the background colour here in blue. Otherwise the text and the content is the same, and of course down here in the footer bar you'll notice that we have the Highton information, the Highton Google map, and the other 3 clinics listed here. Here we have the Highton Maternal and Child Health Centre in the city of Greater Geelong. So we've just swapped a few links over, but otherwise it's what we call a templated site. If we do exactly the same thing now and have a quick look at the Horsham Chiro Kids Clinic, we immediately get transferred over to another subdomain, and immediately the colour background has changed to green. We have a new set of header images, and of course the contact details in the top right have changed, as they have down here in the left hand side, and the Maternal Health Centre for Horsham as well. And finally our Altona location. Again we have a new set of sliding images, we have a different background colour, we have about 6 easy to change colours, and we can add many more variations. So again we have our contact phone number and email. The contact details have changed down here in the footer. Otherwise the posts and pages are exactly the same. So back at the Ballarat site, we don't want to show you every single variation here. We'll show you those in some still images, but there's about 4 or 5 variations of the texture pattern here. This comes other than a straight colour, it comes in some textured patterns. just underneath the sliding header in this area we haven't used on this website, but we have 3 feature boxes, so we can actually put in 3 different pages or post links in here as well. We can insert video in this area here. We can insert an autoresponder, which is where we capture name and email addresses. Depending on your current marketing efforts, if you have other sites, if you have something to offer a client, like an ebook or a document on health tips in pregnancy, we can adjust and customize the site to some degree to help you with those efforts. If you don't do anything like that and you'd like to, we can also help you with that. We can add pages to the site. We can put some video in there if you already have some video on YouTube, and we can help you with search engine optimization. So this is only the very first site in the Kiro Kids new membership area. We'll be adding another pediatric type theme around June or July, and we aim to be increasing the number of websites and theme products that we offer. So it's a very exciting time. If you have any inquiries or questions, you're very welcome to respond to our email and let us know your interest. Thanks for your time today, and we look forward to seeing you in our membership site.